think it's really important to be honest in these videos. Of course, today's been a great day, amazing day. The weather held out even though it looked like it wasn't going to. Max and I, we've just got back from a Chinese. Not necessarily the greatest Chinese we've ever had. How did you feel about the Chinese?
I never not fancy a Chinese when I'm back home. I love a Chinese. Tonight was the only exception in my whole life to which I couldn't even eat one sauté chicken. I love a sauté chicken, I couldn't do it.
Okay, before we get into the fun bit, before I share my opinions on this hotel, I'd like to do a quick fire, tour and show you around the place. I'm going to head to the reception first of all, and I'll see you when we're there. Okay, behind me you can see the entrance. Right, we are not doing this. This is just terrible. I'm not doing it. It's rushed. It's terrible. I'm currently in Vietnam and I've been daily vlogging now for over 2 months. And naturally, my videos have just gotten better. This video feels forced. It feels like I'm rushing everything I'm saying. I'm just gonna start again. As you can see, I'm currently living in very uncomfortable conditions out here in Vietnam. I'm on a backpacking hiatus at the moment, literally daily vlogging my entire adventure. And of course, before my Dominican Republic series finishes, I wanted to finish it off with a bit of a review of the hotel that I stayed at. The Hotel RIU Republica it's a nice resort, but I've got to be completely transparent. The reviews online, they're there for a reason. If you have a look on TripAdvisor, multiple people have called the RIU Republica the worst all-inclusive in the entire country. Well, it's a little bit harsh if I'm honest with you. I have definitely stayed at worse resorts before. Today we're going to go into a bit of depth about the highs and the lows of the RIU Republica. I'm going to do a bit of a show around to show, the facilities and a bit of the room as well. And then we're going to answer some questions that I frequently see asked on a Facebook group that I'm a part of on Facebook. It's a group where people share their positive and negative experiences, and by the end of the video you can make your own decision on whether the RIU Republica is the worst resort in the Dominican Republic. A bit of a backstory to my visit. I stayed between the 12th and the 22nd of September. Now that is peak, hurricane season. Despite travelling during peak hurricane season, we didn't really have too much rain. I got lucky, but that doesn't mean you will too. The Caribbean is a very unpredictable place, and I actually went to the Dominican Republic 5 years before, and let's just say it rained almost every day. The pools are dirty, the food is not necessarily the best quality, and let's be honest, the maids don't want to clean your room unless you tip them at least $5 a day. I'm being serious. I tipped, $2 or $3, and she kind of just looked at it and went, "Is that it?" It forces you to wonder about the quality of employment. Are these people even being paid a salary? You just don't know. The RIU Republica is made up of 2 main parts. We've got, of course, the beachfront resort, and then we've got the resort at the back, which is very close to the water park. I usually really like water parks, but this particular one I just did not get along with. It was hurting my back. I could tell the maintenance was well overdue. In fact, the majority of slides were closed off with tape because they just weren't working properly. It's an adults only resort. To even have a water park is a bonus. The beach is really nice. It's located along the Bavaro area, and the hotel can't exactly claim responsibility for that, but keeping it clean and keeping it seaweed free, that's their fault. Right, on to probably the most controversial topic, and that's the restaurants. They have buffets, Chinese, Indians, Italians, the Italian was pretty good. Let's just say the Chinese and the Indian left both Max and I feeling not so great. It's an all-inclusive in the Caribbean. Let's be honest, none of the food is completely fresh. It's all frozen, it's all cooked to order. And obviously left out for several hours. There's flies kind of enjoying themselves all over it, and I can't be honest with you, meal times were not the best. There is, however, an amazing jerk chicken shop, well, not a shop, but like a bar, restaurant area up near the beach, and let's just say I had my fair share of jerk chicken throughout the week. The room was nice. It was rather large and had 2 king-size beds with non-existent sheets, if I'm honest. Very, very thin sheets with the air conditioning, of course, became quite uncomfortable, especially in the early hours. But apart from that, I have really no complaints. The minibar was stocked up regularly. There was even like these, I'm not too sure, is it canisters or something like that, where they, you know, where they like squirt the drinks out. They squirt out the vodka, your gin, your rum, all the different bits and bobs. Now, I'm not much of a drinker. When it's free and just there on show in your room, you can't go wrong. Yeah, look, that's it. That is the hotel. As you've seen, it's a nice hotel. I had a great time. We were there for 10 days and yeah, we probably could have done with an extra day or two. Yeah, look, my final verdict on the hotel. Is it the worst resort, the worst all-inclusive resort in Punta Cana? I really don't think it is. By no means is it the best resort, but by no means is it the worst resort. People will complain about anything. This remote is too small. This mug is too clean. Oh, you see this Vaseline? It doesn't even open. I always measure my experience with how much I have paid for the experience. And of course, my experience at the RIU Republica only cost me £1,000, including flights and all the food and drink covered for 10 days. I really don't think that's a bad price. I'm a big believer in that you get what you pay for. When you've only paid £1,000 for a 10-night all-inclusive stay in the Caribbean, you can't really complain, can you? But that's about it for today's video. I really hope that you have enjoyed, and thank you for watching till the end. And if you have actually stayed at the RIU Republica before, what is your experience? Drop me a comment below. I'll be really interested to find out how your experience differed to mine. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in my next video.